So how much will 100 laps of practice help improve your lap time? Well, we're about to find out because we're going to be taking a look at Jeddah, a brand new track to F1 this season. Now this is a particularly difficult challenge because not only do I need to get quick, but I actually also need to learn the circuit in the first place. So we're going to jump straight in and see all that this track has to offer. So we're going to head over to time trial. And whilst Mercedes look to be the favourite for this track this weekend, we are going to go with the underdogs in Red Bull. So my plan for this is to do 2 to 3 discovery laps, a flying lap which will then be the time that we try to beat, followed by 100 laps, flying laps of practice. So we have the pit straight. Is this the pit straight? I believe it is. There's the pit entrance. Oh, we've got DRS along here. Big braking zone here. No, maybe not. And you can see the weird but wonderful lines that I was taking in the Mercedes yesterday, which is what gave me the idea. Could I actually, how long would it take me to improve, or how many laps would it take me to improve and actually start setting some decent times up to this hairpin stadium section? I know this is going to be a very big overtaking opportunity, or we hope that it might be, but it's quite a open corner. It doesn't have a huge braking zone. It's not exactly a hairpin actually, so we may not see as many overtakes there as we think. This is a very tricky couple of corners here. I really need to learn this track, but it takes me a long time to take tracks in, hence why I race the same 3 tracks on Gran Turismo. What was this again? Oh, right, this is so this is an interesting one because this track was put together on this game long before the track was actually built. It literally only got built a couple of days before the actual Grand Prix itself. So this is actually flat on this game, but as we see a lot of cars, I believe this corner, getting, not necessarily getting beached there, but certainly beaching and flying over the top of that. We see Max taking some quite aggressive lines and quite an aggressive approach to that corner. Back onto the pit straight, and that is pretty much a lap. So that's what I've definitely got to, well, we've definitely got to improve on a 2:17 for sure. Well, that is our first discovery lap. Oh, making up corners on this track now. Totally in the wrong gears, totally out of sync. Into the wall. This is our final discovery lap, I guess, before we set the time that we have to try and beat. Now I keep making a mistake on this corner. I keep forgetting that that corner is even there, despite having the track guide on the bottom left of the screen. And into the wall. Oh, DRS zone. Right, so that's our 3 discovery laps. So this is going to be our flying lap that we are going to have to try and beat. We go 100 meters here. We brake a little bit earlier than what I was before. Oh, hey. Very early short shift there. Put us back even on our discovery laps. Keep it within track limits there, keep forgetting that that turns there. Right, now we're on to a bit of a winner, maybe not. A bit late on the DRS. Right, so then that is our lap time, a 1:36, which is absolutely awful compared to even the practice sessions earlier today. The earliest of practice sessions, they were already down into the 28s, 29s. So we've got a lot of making up to do there then. So that is our time that we're going to try and beat. We're going to see how much quicker than that we can go with 100 laps of practice. So I'm going to do 50 laps. I'm going to then watch FP2, come back and do another 50 and see how we get on. So with that said, here we go. We talk about turn 22, supposed to be one of the hardest turns on this track. I'm going to go as far as saying it was those couple of corners there. Track limits. Oh. Right, so as much as our laps keep getting invalidated through track limits, we are getting that a little bit quicker. I'm starting to get to grips with what corners are where, except for that one. And the one that keeps catching me out is turn, what will it be, turn 4, turn 5? It's this one here. And that's another one that keeps catching me out. We're getting a little bit better now. Starting to have a bit of a gap between our previous bests. But I'm probably still very much underestimating what this Formula 1 car is capable of. I spent too much time on GT Sport, playing Gran Turismo, that's my problem. 132 is our best there then. So certainly getting a bit quicker. All kinds are wrong that one. Definitely a slight abuse of track limits there. Oh, caught out by that one again. Just running wide there, too much entry speed. Oh, it doesn't look like it's policed, that one. Left the track again. Oh, try to get us, gone off track there, try to get as close to the wall as possible.
Okay, that last lap was a 1:31.0.
Oh, just lost out there on track limits. Oh! Into the wall. Into the wall again. That's about as good as I'm going to be able to take that, I think. We're getting a little bit better. Going to go 50-metre board just before. A bit too early on the power, or a bit too much. Lost a lot of time there. I think that's where I'm losing most of my time, is throttle pickup. Either too much or not enough. And as we see there, a bit too much speed into that corner. Again, losing that lap. Oh, track limits. Unbelievable. We are actually alongside our rival there as well. See if we can do something a bit better on this one. Outbrake at turn 1. Oh man! Exactly the same again. Although ironically, track limits not policed there by the looks of things. Oh man, that first white line. Right, that's decent going. That's our fastest lap there now. 1:30.712. Oh man. Off. Lost that time there to the our rival. Still set our fastest lap, 30.56. Right, lap number 40. This is going to be the last one before I take a quick break to watch FP2. Let's see what we can do here. And indeed, whether or not we can keep it within track limits. No, we can't. Right, let's go one more then and see indeed if we can actually keep it in track limits for this one. I think I just need to assume that the first white line is track limits in every corner from now on. Nah, lost it. And track limits as well. Brilliant. No, that really is it. Right. I need a break before I absolutely lose my mind. FP2, and we'll come back to finish the remaining 58 laps of practice time and see how much we can improve. Right, so then, FP2 watched, notes taken, although probably not very much learned. So we'll see what we can take in to this. Glad to see Charles Leclerc is okay after that rather nasty incident that ended things with a red flag. So our best at the moment remains the 1:30.56 that we set, and we've already seen in FP2 there that time being well beaten. So just realised there, or it's just rather happened, that my game capture, Elgato game capture app decided to crash, doing its usual trick as it likes to do. So out of the 40 plus laps that we've now lost there, probably quite glad to know that about 39 of them was invalidated for track limits anyways. Can't recall if we set our 1:30.3 in this latest session before FP2 or not, but that is our fastest lap at the moment, so we're going to get back onto it. We've got 20 laps remaining, and given the current run of things and the success that I've had today, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to improve that. So we've set it away again. I did nearly smash my laptop up, that is probably true. Off, man! That's crashed. Sake, man. Right then, heading on to lap 81. The first of the remaining 20 laps. Invalidated lap time once again. Alright, so this video now is going to look a lot different to what I'd originally planned it to be, given that we've missed and lost half of the footage. Gameplay footage, that is, but hopefully still one that people have enjoyed. So if you have done, make sure to subscribe. We're going to be doing plenty more F1 content. It's been very much GT sport heavy, this channel, but we're going to start looking quite a bit at a few other racing games and all things sim racing. Keep that in track limits, for the love of God. There we go. And if anything, just feel sorry for me and the extra editing I'm now going to have to do for you to be watching this video. We're quite a bit behind, but I would say we've done well just to keep it within track limits at this point. So I started watching some of the track guides for this track, see how I could improve my time. A lot of those videos talking about setup and all that sort of stuff, and I probably have said this in voiceover as well, but my plan for this was to literally race this car out of the box. No setup differences from start to finish, purely just see how quickly we can do a lap time on the car that we very much get given as we start time trial. No tuning or anything like that, or no difference from the default setup. And that would invalidate the lap time right there, perfect. Oh, you're kidding. Knock off. Oh man, that's the closest we've got to actually leveling with our best that we just can't seem to get near anymore. As you see there, we actually get ahead of our rival in the Merc. We're way behind ourselves, but it's actually always this last corner where we lose the time. Once again, exactly the same, didn't make too much difference. The lap was, you guessed it, invalidated, but right then, starting lap number 94, sorry, lap number 94. Wish it was number 4. Let's see this time if we can try and keep it within track limits. This has been my only problem. I've got half decent pace. Well, 6 seconds off the the world records, but so we're not going to be setting anything too quick anytime soon. But I've got half decent pace, I think. Just the biggest issue is not being consistent with track limits. Off, man. Right, lap 96 is the closest then that we get so far to setting that best, or to the best that we've set, I should say. Right then, entering onto the final 3 laps. I think as it stands, we're just trying to see how close we can get to that 1:30 point whatever it was. Doing our best just to keep the laps valid. Oh, slow on the DRS there. Unless we can somehow claw it back. Yeah, 2 and a bit tenths up. This is going to be our new fastest lap.
He's done it!
With 2 laps remaining. Oh, That's that lap invalidated. So 1 lap remaining. A new car setup is available. I could do with one, to be fair. It could do with a new driver as well, never mind a new car setup. Right, decent launch onto the pit straight, setting ourselves up rather well for this final lap. This is lap number 100. Well, we outbrake turn 1. We actually almost spin the car turn 2. Tremendous. Yeah, and that's that one. Absolutely well and truly knocked up. Right, I'm going to go one more lap because we got interrupted by the moment that I realised the computer or Elgato had stopped recording. Sake, man. So we're going to go 101 laps on here and hope that that maybe is the one where we manage to improve. Otherwise it's going to be a 130.049. If I could break down into the 29s, I'd be quite happy about that, but I don't think it's going to happen. And once again, before everyone's in the comments reminding me and telling me how slow this actually is, I'm well aware we are driving literally the default setup, nothing changed whatsoever. I'm sure there'll be vast improvements made if we were to change setups and things like that, but the idea was out of the box, first lap versus last lap after 100, how much would we improve? And we're about to find out. Are we going to stick with, a bit late to open the DRS there, are we going to stick with this 130.049, or can this last lap be the one that we improve on? Ah, there it is, invalidated. No is very much the answer to the question of whether we'll improve. And there we are then, we do not manage to improve. We are stuck at our 130.049. I'm going to press stop recording on this Elgato before we lose that file as well. Thank God for that, we managed to keep it. So we've missed majority of the laps, but as I say, most of them, if not all, were actually invalidated, as we've still seen on the last 20 there. But we have improved our time by quite some margin. I think, what was the first lap? It was a 42, something like that. We put it on the screen and we'll have a look at the comparisons. But there we are, we've improved by quite some margin, and that will round out the video. Really hope everyone's enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this track. Hoping to get this video out before the actual race itself. If I do manage to do that, then get your predictions below. What do you think of the track though? What is your best time around here so far, and what tips can you give me? Very much needed tips on how to improve my best lap time. So really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please make sure to subscribe, plenty more on the way. GT Sport, loads of sim racing, F1 2021 and F1 itself as well. Lots of videos to come on that. So make sure to subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe for future videos, future episodes and more content just like this. And while you're down there, make sure you check out our description for links to our merch store to get hold of awesome t-shirts just like this one. Any orders on the merch store goes a long way to supporting channels just like this. I also think the t-shirts look pretty cool, so make sure you grab what you can, and I shall see you in the next episode.